Let us gather today, and we enter upon the technique bearing three things in mind: the existence of the intuition at the point of our evolutionary progress and our stage in aligning with hierarchy, the fact of illusion to dispel the overshadowing presence. This presence is revealed gradually with practice by the intuition through the medium of the angel, and when revealed and recognized, brings illusion to an end. Let us gather today on the keynote of freedom, fidelity, fortitude, and friendship, bringing together along this great path all the triangles of those we connect with in freedom from the lower. All those in our groups, those present with us today, those with us in the future, those living, those who are passing into the greater realm of freedom, and those yet to be born. As we build the Antakarana, breathing into the future, we become the rainbow bridge. We attune to the technique of the presence in meditative alignment with the One World Serving Group, holding a meditative attitude and acting as if we become integral sparks of the expanding consciousness as integrated and fusing soul personalities within the developing Ajna Center of the Lord of the World, Sanat Kumara. We stand in the silence of the Wesak festival and receive the impressions that come through heart to mind, the inflow of light from the Buddha through the Christ and the hierarchy. Our aim is to embody spiritual discernment, practice positive harmlessness, and eventually achieve a state of divine indifference as we dispel illusion, dissipate glamours, devitalize Maya in all our relationships. We align with humanity, still focused in the energies of the Piscean age and moving into the Aquarian age, becoming the enlightened throat center of the Lord of the world. Sounding as the greater group that is formed and is forming, becoming the channel for the dissipation of world glamour and the dispelling of illusion. Using the sign of the cross of divinity, we sound the protective formula as one with the greater group. As the soul, we work in light, and darkness cannot touch us. We take our stand within the light. We work, and from that point, we never move. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Linking heart, head, and ajna centers in a triangle of light, within your soul consciousness, find the spark of monadic life hidden within the center of your being. Allow this point, that which you perceive as the presence, to permeate your entire being. Aligned with the soul of all, draw down soul radiance into the egoic lotus, the soul vehicle, the vessel of the soul in incarnation. In silence, stand in the radiant light of the ashram of synthesis. See the radiant light of all the triangles. Together as one. We achieve a point of tension, knowing that the tension in the world today, radiating through the 5 planetary inlets, and particularly in the hierarchy, is such that it will produce another and perhaps ultimate world crisis, or such a speeding up of the spiritual life of the planet that the coming in of the long-looked-for freedom of the New Age conditions will be amazingly hastened. Master Dwalkul says he has us note to consider carefully what he says, remembering that he has told us in the past anent these points of tension. Freedom of choice for all of humanity. We radiate the qualities, those virtues of the group, as one unified soul consciousness, as we follow the technique of light to dissipate the glamour of group interference with freedom of choice in all its forms, to lead us to the higher spiritual expression by activating fully the technique of indifference and aligning with the presence. We lift the chalice of our group to receive, to focus, and align. And we say together, lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, and with the steadfast practice of the technique of the presence, using the power of intuition from chaos to beauty, from death to immortality, to achieve freedom from the lower bodies and life on the Buddhic plane. True unity, livingness with true intuition and divine indifference. We accelerate our group vibration along the rainbow bridge, the Antakarana, as we say together, radiance we are in power. We stand forever with our hands stretched out, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning and the subtle world of glamour. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus with the light we work and turn the darkness into day. We proceed, holding as we move forward our focused, immovable will in the light of the soul, integrating the technique of light and the technique of indifference into our experience of the presence as the registered life, quality, and appearance throughout the universe, that we achieve an understanding of that which through the medium of form is seeking to embody the high purpose at this particular point in the evolutionary cycle. We breathe into the future. The words we use are synthetic symbols, conveying a cosmic story in terms of constructive brevity. The process of experiment, practicing the technique with expectation, as if with unfolding experience of the angel of the presence and examination of what is gained, leading over gradual and long-term practice and experience to exaltation, which provides a final exit from the process of this incarnation. We follow the path of those who have gone before us into the light. We affirm the fact of the presence, the influence of the angel, the reaction of the intuitives who have gone ahead of us, the process of revelation that is unfolding, and the response of the thinking world. We enter into a beam of directed, focused light, revealing a greater light, illumining the way to the center of the light, linking mind and soul lift to focus on the angel of the presence, leading the way to the presence, directing our way. The power of the light is focused on the goal. Om. 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 We follow the 3 preliminary stages, beginning where the usual formulas leave off, presupposing our facility in approach to the angel or the soul, and an ability to raise the consciousness to a point of soul fusion. We act as if we have achieved the attitude of meditation, not so much a form with steps, but the fusion of the techniques of the indifference and light with the evocation of the stage of tension, basic and essential, brought about by complete control of the personal self, so that it is fitted for contact with the real. Visualizing this vibrant channel of light from the group center to the group soul, achieving a state of fusion with the angel, guarding the approach to the path of the higher evolution, and holding the mind steady in the light of the soul. We build the Antakarana, the bridge, the rainbow across this deep gorge which we must traverse, with natural steps up to the field of soul consciousness, blooming with ideas and the downpouring from the presence through the angel and the spiritual triad. Lifting now along the bridge our point of tension with purity of motive inspired by our loving heart, we envision acting as if, projecting lines of created, lighted energy along the rays of the soul and personality. We invoke and evoke the angel of the presence and stabilize, pausing to receive and record. Holding the mind steady in the light of the focused, immovable will, unchanging and immovable, brain, mind, and soul united, preserving that identification in all circumstances and difficulties. In the center of the will of God we stand. Naught shall deflect our will from God's will. We implement that will by love. We turn towards the field of service. As the triangle divine, we work out that will within the square and serve humanity. We move forward into the next stages knowing that we carry on simultaneously with our daily life this point of tension that we reach and this stage of awareness that we maintain, thoroughly understood, forming the basis of prolonged brooding and intelligent reflection. This point carried on whilst through our daily lives and duties, performed and not carried out at certain set times, but we maintain this as trained intuitives and disciples, living ever the dual life of mundane activity and the intense and simultaneous spiritual reflection. Create this vision, breathing, visualizing into the future, making us receptive to revelation from the angel of the presence. We extend the light of the group channel, the Antakarana, to the hierarchy, and imaginatively extend the light of the rainbow bridge to Shambhala, strengthening our alignment with the will of God. Knowing that we continue this dual life and we can call on this intense, simultaneous spiritual reflection at any point, aligning with the group, with hierarchy, along the rainbow bridge. And we now sense the presence throughout the universe. Achieve a definite and sustained effort to sense in all forms and in all presentations of truth. We see the light which the angel radiates, the point of light behind all phenomenal appearances. Seen as a spark, germ, or seed of divinity that brings all forms into being. The presence in all, the vibrating response to existence, in all presentations of truth. We act as if sensing this presence as a vibratory experience, ascertaining the purpose. What is seeking to embody form now? carry a world issue or service desire to the triple light of the intuition, in the light of the great meeting of hierarchy, to receive through the Christ the wisdom of the Buddha. For on this day of distribution, we are thus duly recognized as trustworthy agents of the light. We await a hint of a truth that will bring relief. Holding that triple light, we affirm the fusion of all of the soul qualities of the integrated personalities into direct alignment with the soul, the angel of the presence. See this radiating out through all the triangles in the group experience, in all our serving groups, seeking to embody the high purpose at this particular point in the evolutionary cycle. Revealed to us as disciples, even though it may not concern our own intuitive message. Focus in the triple light of the intuition. Focus in the light of the personal self, focused in the mind. The light of the soul, focused in the angel. And the universal light which the presence emits. We pause for recognition and experience of the presence. Continue to hold the triple light and receive through all the network of triangles and all the service groups. Anchor this point into the future that you can recall and achieve this high point of tension at any point in the future as we move forward together. Anchor your point as a spark in the ajna center of the planetary being. As we prepare for revelation, the lower interlude, we relinquish the higher way. We return to the angel and refocus in the soul. And we pause for a period or interlude to be impressed by constructive thinking under the influence of the angel. We turn the mind to the formulation of those thoughts, forms of thought, which must embody the revelation at the stage that your soul has prepared for you to receive. Then again we pause, this pause preceding the presentation. Let the forces of light bring illumination to humanity. Let the spirit of peace be spread abroad. May people of goodwill everywhere meet in a spirit of cooperation. May forgiveness on the part of all be the keynote at this time. Let power attend the efforts of the great ones. So let it be, and help us to do our part. We now follow the downflow into brain recognition. The revelation in impression is that which is received through the channel of approach, and this downflow follows from the will aspect of the monadic life to that level of consciousness and of energy which we call that of the higher mind. Receive into the higher mind, from the higher mind to the knowledge petals of the egoic lotus. And from these vortices of force to the lower concrete mind, to the throat center, and from thence immediately to the sacral center, the center of physical plane creation or reproduction. And from there, raised again to the throat center, where the creative physical urge is transmuted into artistic or literary creative expression in some form or another. And later still, we can raise again into the power to create groups and group projects and organizations that will express some idea or some thought which emanates from the mind of God, Sanat Kumara, into the Ajna Center as a whole, the new group of world servers, the developing one world serving group, demanding immediate precipitation upon earth. So let us visualize into the throat center of the new group of world servers, the one world serving group, and immediately into the sacral center, and then again to the throat center of the one world serving group, where the creative physical urge is transmuted, and the head center of the one world serving group can raise again to creative energies that bring intuitive, higher spiritual energy into and through the one world serving group, aiding and assisting humanity. Lifting us all into the higher states of being. Though the next stage is too advanced for most, because it involves undergoing the fiery ordeal of the higher initiations, beyond the angel, into the place where fire dwelleth and where God, the presence, functions as a consuming fire, and waits for the hour of total revelation, rid of illusion, through this fiery ordeal. We do succumb to the revelation and to the illusion. But in the meantime, humanity has been helped and led forward. And Dwalkul assures us that the intuitives continue to work, and the inflow of that which is to be revealed never ceases. So with purity of motive inspired by the loving heart, the hierarchy, we proceed, holding as we move forward that focused, immovable will in the light of the soul, integrating the technique of light and the technique of indifference into our experience of the presence as the registered life, quality, and appearance throughout the universe, concerned with our effort to achieve an understanding of that which, through the medium of form, is seeking to embody the high purpose at this particular point in the evolutionary cycle. As we seek to learn a new rhythm, to enter a new field of experience, and to follow the steps of that advanced humanity who have trodden ahead of us on the path, leading from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real. We have tasted the joys of life in this world of illusion and have learnt the powerlessness of those illusions and the illusory world to satisfy and hold us. Now we are in a state of transition between the new and the old states of being. We are vibrating between the condition of soul awareness and form awareness. We are seeing double. And we bring this experience of the presence into every moment Our spiritual perception grows slowly and surely as the brain becomes capable of illumination from the soul via the mind. As the intuition develops, the radius of awareness grows and new fields of knowledge unfold. With clear seeing, pure, joyful will, and the death of personality desire, the keynotes of Taurus, we know, O Lord of life and love, about the need. Touch our hearts anew with love, that we too may love and give. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide all human wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Om. Om. Om.
Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om